link to the, and if you click on the link, there is a doc called C. There is a CSS, and we're trying.
Yeah, that's all it looks like.
Oh, it didn't paste.
Oh wait, I think somebody. I have it.
Somebody.
Did somebody cut it?
Did someone cut? Oh, you guys.
I got it. I can paste it back in.
I can get it again, but yeah, somebody pasted back in. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. So do Control C, not Control X. All right. Control
I go to canvas.
I see it there.
It has been long time.
Try to refresh. Is the network is not not like that. Maybe just you can try going strictly try new. Although it's easier.
Yes, full websites. Website, right? Not
Just copy can continue. Although this is the whole.
reform company.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying. Okay.
Wait.
Mine's not sure.
Okay, so copy this code and then in brackets. Okay, so it's going to be interesting. Am I? I think I am.
No, nope.
It says it's live.
I'm getting it.
Maybe it's your computer though.
Well, I'm looking at it from YouTube.
No, it says it's recording. How about now? Yeah. How can you see me now? Really recording.
Well, maybe it's just got lag time.
Are you on the right call? Because I have two calls, right?
Oh, let me
So make sure you're on the right call.
Yeah, that's a good point. You have marked it.
Two video calls? No, we just need. You don't need, but okay. Only one of them is live. So I'm going to continue. Now you can see the screen. See us on the screen. All right. So now is everyone says?
Yes.
I got whatever's in code.
Just say, that's the CSS.
Down. As I was looking at it.
I put it back.
I can't believe this is. I didn't edit unless you set the permission as such.
Can you tell me how to get to coach here?
I have posted a link in week 5.
Oh,
The website like it.
oh, I got it.
Okay, name the costume, everyone. The same and save C05 5.css.
At the end of the CSS folder.
And then we CSS folder in our
For CO4
CO5
or CO5.
and put it in the CSS folder.
Yes.
There is a dash here when I copied that it should not be there. So if you have a dash on line 1 in the CSS, delete that.
Oh, GT dash should be GT space.
No, there was just a dash, just a single dash,
In the
which
code share.
in case you had it also, please delete it. The first
Yeah.
symbol should be at.
Yeah, just give them the
So you
GT
get,
dash.
you get all three of them. That's the point. Okay. It starts at the app.
Adam, you can let me know if the
Yeah, I'm setting it up so I can see it all. So it's just that.
all right, so now we're set up with this file, and if you save it, we can use it for other examples as well. And then we need to create a CSS file, sorry, a HTML file. So new, save as, get elements by class name .html. And that goes in the root folder, of course. Okay. This is a DOM get element by class name. It went out again. Okay, no, it's a connection, so I just feel bad for remote viewer, but nothing we can do. All right. Okay, and so we also need to import the link to the CSS, and then href is going to be to that CSS. And then in the body will be a page. And H1 with the inner HTML list. And H2 with idea. Sorry, no idea, but just inner HTML by series. And then we're with these items, the first one has an ID of 1, class of hot, and then m tag fresh.
Yeah, you're.
I'm out.
No, as soon as I kill you, it comes back on.
Well, keep on telling me, because if it stays off, I'll try to reconnect.
All right.
It's just coming in and out because of the connection. Okay. So make sure to get the tags right here. Let me actually double check as well. So we have all the attributes in the list item, and then we have the word in an m tag, and then the word. The second one has an ID class of hop, and it's pine nuts. I've just gone vegan about. I've gone vegan, so this is a,
Oh.
Did you transition from vegetarian?
yeah,
or-
pretty much.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you there.
Seattle is a good city to live in.
Yeah, for sure.
Uh-huh.
I don't know when I travel.
Texas.
Yeah, when I travel, it might not want to be. Anyways, your vegan list here.
Mhm, so
Hello.
It has to start with some number, but I think it has to start with a letter. An identifier, and it has to start with a letter. And then finally,
lazy if we can't spell it.
yeah, no, you should use the words.
Okay.
And the first one is the balsamic vinegar. Call the div. Where are we here?
Number 4.
We have classes. And then brackets is not. So you have some catastrophic failure here. Do you guys see anything?
Yes.
No, great.
I think your code is all good.
It may be
Your CSS is a problem from all the copying and pasting and stuff.
well, if this were the case, it would still display. I think it's brackets with some catching going on. Let's see here. Oh, all right. Now that, okay, so it's there now after I. All right, so now we have a pretty page. Between the M and the figs, so that we have a space, and then it's here another. What I'd like to do actually is script, and then we should look at the CSS so we can do it. But start, and this will be the JavaScript file. It is going to have a variable. Let me save as name.js. Put it in a JS folder. So variable elements is going to document dot by class name, and we have to pass the argument of which class, and we only have one, so hot. So find the hot items. If and so then, if you recall, if we have more than that's a list, so we have to actually have a way to access them with an index, right? And check if sorry, if elements dot length, and remember that you can use the length property because that's a list. If it's greater than 2, so we have 3 list items, so 0 the variable is going to equal EL. So the variable EL is going to equal to ones of 2. So this will be the third. So we're selecting the third node list. We refer to this list, right? So it's a list of nodes. And okay, we use the table behind it, but if you remember the class name was on the right side, it was making changes to the attributes, and we're going to assign it a class of cool. So change the value of the class attribute. This is a check if 3 or more are found. Save this reference file from the HTML file, the JavaScript. Almost. Okay.
Oh, almost. I'm finding it.
Script, and then after the closing tag of the div, we're going to add our script. And so I'm going to where source is equal to JS file. Okay. This is going to okay, so what we see here is that if you remember the previous screen to the previous page, in comparison to the here is a different color, right? So if I take out the JavaScript, so the honey should be changing color. So I don't know for you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that was the idea. My preview is extremely. Yeah. So the honey is to be blue, and eventually I should be able to show you this as well.
So
And then we can talk about it.
in your literal bit fig, there's a space before it in reference out of space.
There should be a space there. So let me just deal with it. to do the preview several times. There is a typo here, so that will do. You can pick FIB. So take this, change this. Should not be. There should not be a closing
Oh,
right there.
yes, I have
Actually,
to.
this needs to. It doesn't close here. Oh yeah, it does. Yes. This one.
That one closes there.
Okay. Yeah. I thought we had a couple of divs. So we have a div.
And there's the div.
Only one div.
Right.
Oh, there's another.
Thing, and one called there.
Oh. Oh, okay.
But isn't it?
I had it there once.
With an ID header.
It was on the inside. No, it's on the.
You just move the div and the div close div and up. Mess.
Essentially, take out your you
Oh, I
had
need
a
to move to
closing
the bottom.
tag and move
That's
to the
right.
bottom.
I just didn't move it.
Okay. Yes, I will.
It was under-
I'm going to just give a second for everyone to run their code and that it's working, and then we'll talk about what's going on.
Alright.
So right now, let's look at the
Oh, you want to go? Yeah. Got it?
No, it didn't work.
You I don't and upload. You upload.
No, I just removed that.
So you don't go pricing.
Three and four.
Yes, so you can make it
Class.
where,
Class.
and that changes this was on the clip, but it doesn't mean you see what's on the clip.
Oh, let me- Okay, wait. Oh.
So you have a
This is it, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
You click.
So,
Oh, I think your JS did not save the JS file. The JS.
now here comes the first.
JS. Oh, it's there.
It's under slash J.
You don't need to check.
Copy.
Oh, okay.
Got the right name. Yeah, I can't get the, I need to work. These are the things. When I look at it, it's not executing the,
I switch around to the solid and very sequel instead of.
Is he questioning?
I'm three. I'm gonna go to JS.
Was yours working?
Oh.
How about you? Is yours working?
Oh, let's go to separate to the two, yeah, that's, because that's the test condition.
Oh, and yours
No,
working.
no, it should.
There you go, yay.
I think everyone's is working now, correct?
So, why, oh, King
So
Robot,
let's now understand why it's working.
what's that?
First thing we said we're going to do is break, but let's file.
Don't care.
Okay, so in the CSS file, I mean, it's pretty, so that's great. The classes for our discussion are the hot and the cool, and they give us the colors, right? And some other
Oh, cool.
different, slightly different styling, of which the most obvious is the color change. So the background color for the hot is this orange, and then for the is this color, which if we look at it in then it should be this. Let's see here. It should be this blue that we're seeing now with the honey, right? So that's where that's coming from. So, all right. Is everyone clear here on the two classes? Okay, so the two classes, and they change the style for the color problems that have this classes script. So the first thing, get elements by class name. I'm going to JavaScript class. And how many of them? Set
3.
4 classes. Oh, well, yeah, okay.
Three classes.
Set 2 classes.
3 out of the 4 classes assigned to it. So because we have 3, we have what we call a node list. If there was not, if there was in the list, we can use the length property to check the length of the node. So we don't grade it. That is actually a node element with a value of 2.
So it's just the numbered item in the list,
Yeah,
not
the
the
length.
length of like the characters or.
No, it's exactly the number of items in the list. So 3.
Okay.
3. My son, my 12-year-old son, always makes fun of me because I say 3 when I mean say 3. So 3.
It's so cute.
Is 3. And that, as you also, index is always 1 less because it starts at 0. The length actually goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But the index is 0, so it's always 1 less number of items, right? And then once we select once we have established that there is a, and what do we do? Node item. It makes sense if you took out on the list with the element with the index of 0, 1, 2. So it's the honey, and that's why the honey changed color. And then after we selected it, so this was our part 1 from the table. Then we're going to use a class name method attribute. The class is an attribute, and we change it from hot. And we should get a default. So go and change it to let's get become blue. Take a break. Is yours working? Okay. And sure enough, pine nuts. And if I wanted to make the fresh figs to be blue, which one?
Zero.
That's right. Because I'm the JavaScript file. There we go. So do we have on this example?
So go ahead. So the dump method is the unlike the method before store nothing, just say the dump method. It no, it you'll be used to display use this elements before we display.
Oh, I think I get what you're saying. Gotta get over
But
This is-
on top.
yeah,
Instead of the
Oh,
beginning,
right.
Instead of the end.
Yeah. And that has to do, that's actually a good point. I just wanted to use class name once I could, but what we're doing here is, what Piano described is, it's called click out, and we can use it over and over. Because I need to use it multiple times here, so it makes sense to store it in a variable. And then we reuse it. And that's why it's on top.
Still have one more question.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I mean, that's like you said, the reason it's on top is because we are using it on line 3 and on line
Yes, no
5.
problem. And I read the assignment require we create I don't know how to apply the
So that's into different. We're here working with the DOM on the web page, so I don't think we'll be working with the HTML. And homework is not about. Oh, sure. Great.
thank you.
I could not
Finish
tell
it.
you at the moment. It thinks it's still down. So. Yeah.
I do.
And then it got.
According to this, it's still recording. But
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in our math is different benefits.
You have so many composition books. I know it. And
actually, exactly.
yeah, you're still recording. It's just occasionally stopping the count. You network admins out of here. I bet. There's
Somewhere in there.
I mean, who are you?
I can contact them. I just, I guess I'm skeptical. Something in my friends.
Yeah.
Are you living now? Okay. It's like you're working on something else.
I internship as a software developer.
That's one of them.
So it started tomorrow.
What languages are you going to be using?
Python and Java. And A little bit of SQL.
Nice.
I'm just hoping to make some web pages prettier. That's my ultimate goal.
I'm not bad, no, but I survived.
Well, you know, they're gonna have tech classes like this summer, right?
There is a process.
Good. I just can't find it online. I might have to do last time I was there just to get them.
I don't know if they posted it. I was wondering. I'm teaching. I'm not sure. Let's see.
And they don't have to have you.
So I'm curious. I'm going to change.
Yeah, the battery.
Let's see if the summer schedule is posted. Yeah.
I'll get that open for you.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
I think that two classes are. That must be what we're supposed to do. This is the way you got it.
So, Aaron, did you say you're sorry at being vegetarian?
Or the what?
You said you're sorry at being vegetarian?
Yeah. You're gonna make them make vegan or something.
My daughter turned vegan on her own yesterday,
Oh, yes.
just by following my example.
Because my dad is essentially vegan. He eats fish, but he doesn't eat anything else. And he doesn't break like dietary reasons. He's really big into running, like ultra marathons.
Oh, wow.
And my mom is also that way, just so that they buy the same groceries. And then my wife is vegetarian, and I'm not.
So what are you waiting for? It sounds
So when I
like
go to my parents' house, I eat really good. But I don't know, I eat meat like maybe once a week. So like if I go out. But I like eating vegetarian like at home. But I like eating meat regularly. I was vegetarian for like 7 years. From when I was like 16 to like 25. And then I just was eating.
This is all they offer.
And also just kind of was like, I feel like the issue is people overeat meat, like as far as economics goes.
they probably do.
And so, in a perfect world, I would kill everything that I ate.
You said
Yeah,
that would be more fair.
because it would be fair. Because there's like here's a book that I'm
So I've heard of it.
I like the only each chapter talks about the different types of meal from start to finish, and then mushroom or something. But one of the best chapter to read is like not it's only like 60 pages. The best chapter is the hunter and gatherer, where he Michael Pollan is up the side to about one he's like I eat meat almost every day of my life and I've never killed it. I've killed it inadvertently, like I've never actually close. And so he decided that chapter of hunter and gathering, he's like I have to do it so that I can write about it. So he went with a friend in California, they killed a wild boar. And he talked about like the process, like hunting it down, killing it, gutting it. And he said that he's an atheist. He's like, but as I sat there eating this food, he's like, it was a spiritual religious feeling, you know, like that I killed it. You know.
I'm very different from conscious.
What did you like? When you say it, or was it?
Well, I've never come to I guess I don't know. I guess, That's my opinion. I understand why it seems like it's not necessary. It's simply not necessary.
That's exactly what I saw. She's like, man, it takes like,
Well,
there's no reason to kill it.
I worked on
There's like nothing has to do with that, except for, I think, 5,000.
Yeah, it was. I could do it. That is correct. I could do it.
You know, the English declaration in 2018 declares what purposes were
I think I've already.
Because she like sanded things, they drop off their spawn, and then they go to die, and go like they're dead.
I thought it'd be
The thing is this, in theory, they're going to complete
And he talks about what is the best skill? How not to die. It is actually, he talks about his recommendation essentially based on the sciences and his life. You can go back to it's really, I often read that because it talks about the way that we used to actually govern this process. It was pretty much like sue you.
Again?
Shut you down for government agencies trying to say, maybe you should use their views.
Well, and like in the book,
She's gone again.
she talks about how people there to actually do it. And so like, well, it's in certain states, and in one state, this guy had to build over from water. Because in that state, you couldn't use your common farm. But in other states,
Get away with something altogether.
well, you know,
Yeah, I
there's one exciting thing you must know about really quick. And that's I saw on YouTube that this guy has found a way to isolate a certain thing from vegetables. Yeah, no. Where like it's like it tastes like blood, right?
Yeah, it's not just meat, it's everything that I
Well, like he found a way to make. He said that's what makes meat taste good is blood. He's like, so you can make an artificial blood. You can put it in the vegetables, and when you grill it, it'll taste like meat.
I think
Right.
I'm not excited about it.
I am because it's like in the end, like it tastes it's exactly like meat.
All right. Okay, so it's exactly 10 minutes break. Let's resume our JavaScript conversations. And the next example we're going to do will be with get elements by tag name. And again, we're still on this side of the table that is hidden behind the projector. And this would be the case if we wanted to select, obviously, all of the elements on the page with the same tag. And then for that purpose, we use get elements by tag name. And let's do an example of that. We're using the same CSS. And really the same HTML as well, but here's what we can do. Let's open our HTML from the previous example and save as get elements by tag name. And let's make a couple changes here. Okay. So I think we are all good except for the JavaScript. Let me double check here. Okay. So all we need to do now is create a new JavaScript file and then import it here. So file new. Save as. get element by tag name. So a lot of servers are, I guess most servers are case sensitive, so you should use only the same case, and I would recommend only using lowercase for your file names. When you upload them, it's going to make a difference, okay? So get in the habit now of using lowercase file names for your files. Okay, that was a side note. Now let's go ahead and add some JavaScript to this file. And it will be fairly similar as well, but we'll do it from scratch. So variable element is equal to document.getElement by tag name. And then, right, so this is our tag name example, and we will use the list item. And this will find all list item elements. And you see that we are using we are importing the document object. So these methods all belong to the document object, right? And then similarly, if elements dot length is greater than 0, and again, this number that we are comparing depends on which item in the list we want to work with. The tag get elements by tag name also returns a node list because there is more than one, right? Even if there is only one, it's going to be prepared to have a list of all the list items in this case. And so that's why we're going to again use elements.length. In this case, check greater than 0, and then we'll change to try out different numbers. And so the variable EL is going to equal to elements of 0. But essentially what you check is, if you just want the first item in the node list, then you just need to check if it's greater than 0. This ensures that it has the first item here. And then we're going to do the same thing, which is that class name is going to equal to cool.
Class name or type name?
We're changing the class name. So we're getting the elements by the tag name, and then we're using the class name property to change the class. And this shows us, among other things, that we can do the same thing in more than one ways, as I have mentioned before, right? So save this, and then let's import the right file here. Get elements by tag name. And we selected the first item, and now the first item is blue. So you have a choice here whether you wanted to use get element by class name or by tag name. Let me check my recording status real quick.
It looks like.
It's still going.
Can you show the
The JS? Yeah.
Could you also just say elements.length equals 0?
Right here.
Well, I guess there's no, then you're further specifying it down below.
You
the bar.
could, yeah. But this is a special case that this is 0, because this might be a different number, right? So just the convention is to, you could certainly do that. Yeah. Okay, and then you can see that if you wanted to change again let's say the fourth one. How would we do this in the JavaScript? I wanted to make the balsamic vinegar to be with a blue, with a class of color.
Do elements 4.
3.
Oh, great.
So elements 3, and how about up here? 3.
0, right?
Well, we're testing for the one we want to change, so we want to change it. It was 0 only because we were changing the first one. Right?
Oh, that's right, because it won't even go in there if you don't change it, right?
Right. Well, it will, but
Because it's greater.
it will. But what we want to make sure is that it has the one that we're changing, right? We care that the one that we're changing is there. Otherwise, there's no point to go into it. All right. So there's the get element by class by tag name.
Is it equal? Greater than 3. Is greater than 3. Should,
Can you go back to HTML?
Sure.
oh, that's right. Oh, I guess I don't understand why you had to change this. If elements length is greater than 3. Yeah. Because wouldn't it, like, if there's only 3 there, then it's not true because it's not greater than 3. It is at 3.
Right. So the reason you want to check if it's greater than 3 is because you want to ensure that you have at least 3. Right. So since you're wanting to change the third one, you want to make sure there are at least 3 items in the list. Otherwise, it won't be going inside this code because it will just be spinning resources for no.
But wouldn't that equation be false because it's not greater than 3? It is 3. Oh wait, that's the length, right? The length here is 4. 0, 1, 2 is 3.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, because the length is always one more. Remember, there's a one.
That's why it's
also.
different. That's why it's greater. Or you would have it set it equal to 4.
Yeah.
The length starts off with 1. The length is the number of items. Oh, okay. And then the array is like numbered differently than a length. 0 base. So length counts.
Mine is not working.
It's not working? Okay, just a second.
So I assume that.
All right, let's take a moment to make sure your code is working, and then we'll do a quick selection.
0 part.
Can you show me?
Tag name or type name?
Tag, that's why, it's TAG.
T.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. That will probably fix it.
You have to have 1, 3, 4 index, which is essentially 4, 5.
Yeah. Anyone else having code issues right now? Is it working?
Mine is. But we have the exhibition, if we look, it's exactly the same, because it's apparently. It's
So it's
No,
like-
it's probably
Now
not.
you can go back to the changes of 1 through.
Let's see, what is the tiny detail that might be good? What do you run into?
Yes. It says this.
So then that tells us that there is probably HTML, and it's also there.
Yes, right.
Are you holding right file?
I've even got it.
It's always good to do good. It's like one.
I know. Printed the thing like it didn't.
Yes.
Like it was going to.
Yes.
I had these bugs all the time.
I do the same thing, yeah.
Well, they used a coded stock. So, and part of the problem is they used a coded stock with what appears to be the wrong kind of ink. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a lot of ink transfer.
So it makes me wonder why brackets
Oh,
doesn't.
and
So it's not, you know,
Right.
so let's relax.
I mean, like,
Or you're.
owl motion.
It's bracket shows in
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be 2-1 from your.
Where's this?
Maybe I try to put that last weekend and it should not will sink into the podium and sit on top all these they did it wrong. So that indicates that not only did they use coding they also weird rubberized
Yeah.
that just wants to spray
Further program.
You know, I think it is. I think they're deliberately building in self-destruction. Because they're moving people to exchange to other books. I'm not sure. It's just a less than, but it's like, nope. So, yeah, we call it.
Okay, let's do the query selector. And then I would like to take a few moments to talk about the homework. So for the query selector, it's going to be the same HTML. So let's go to one of your HTML files and save as query-selector. And it will be exactly the same.
I'm sorry, what's that dash selector?
Query.
Query dash selector. And the only change we need to make will be again to the JavaScript. So we will create a new JavaScript file. Desktop 10. JS. So query selector.js. Now make a comment, query selector only returns the first match. If there are multiple matches, it's only going to return the first match. So we're going to say var el is equal to document dot query selector. I like selecting them from the list instead of typing them just because it avoids the potential of a typo. So if it's possible, I always select them from here. And so then we're going to pass a selector of the list item with a class of hot. Except that we know by the definition of the query selector, if we look at the documentation, it's only going to return the first one. So that's what we expect, even though we know there are multiple list items with a class of hot. And then we're going to say el.className is going to be equal to pool. So save as, we already saved it out, but save your work, and then let's go to the HTML file and add the file name.
You've got query spelled wrong.
Where? Here?
The G instead of a
Oh,
Q.
great. Okay, I will leave it like that, but I do on both, in fact. Yeah. All right. That's not really going to break the code, but it should be corrected. Thank you for
Right,
pointing
you
it
should
out.
get the right
Great.
file.
All right, and let's see what happens here.
Okay.
Big.
Oh, I see, you caught
This was not the paste. That's why.
No, it's still. But you named them both the same thing.
That's what I'm thinking.
Let's see here.
Why you change this to select? That's what
Li hat.
it's this one.
So all.
Let me try this one.
All right, that's not what I was expecting to see here.
Something's not
Maybe it's the.
And that's gonna be all.
Let me save all.
I'll save it all.
It won't be all, but that's not the one that I would expect to see. I think it's probably brackets. Did anyone run this?
Yes.
Mine's working.
Yeah, it's
I got
working. Right?
one.
Okay.
Mine is.
One.
It should be the first one, right?
Oh, then
The
the
first
first
one.
one's not.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think again brackets is just delayed here. I saved again. There you go. So that's what we want to see. We want the first one
Okay.
because by definition the query selector is going to give you the first match, even though there are multiple matches, right?
Mine didn't do it.
And
Oh, so
then
only first one.
and then let's go ahead and go back to the JavaScript file and let's add a little more code. We're going to use the other query method. So query selector all
Oh, well, this supposed to be all. Yeah, variable.
is going to returns a node list.
Yeah.
Is everyone clear why we got what we got with the fix with this example here? Do you have any questions? Because fix is the first list item with a class hot in the list, right? This is clear, Piano?
Waiting for next one.
Okay. So we're going to use the query selector all, which is going to return a node list, and then select the third element, the third li element, and change it. So we have a var els for elements. Make sure to give different names, right? The first one was el, this one is els. Query selector all.
Oh.
And then class name is equal to query.
So we don't need the comma now. The first one. Both apply
No, we
together.
should, this is not updating properly, but at this point we should see both the first and the third one changing here. And I need to keep on saving. They're working on independent nodes. Still not doing it. Is it doing it for you?
No, it's
No.
not for me.
Save all. Do it again.
Should we specify what query selector all can be, like li?
We did.
Oh, I forgot to ask. Okay.
Maybe it's not liking to have both of them. That shouldn't be a problem, but let's comment out the first one.
Yeah, that one's.
It's just hard to tell because of the brackets complication.
I think they have June.
Now the third one is that.
Yeah, that's what we should see. So it doesn't like having both of them, but you can comment out one and then show the other one. So this one shows you that, again, essentially two different ways to do the same thing, right? You can either select with the query selector one particular item, or you can select the list and then specify the index of on the list of the one that you want to change, right? Does this make sense? Okay.
Mine doesn't work.
So comment out one at a time.
Yeah, you bracket.
We have to leave it
Bracket.
index.
Oh,
Or
okay.
bracket.
I see. That's because it comes out. That.
Because it's returning a list again, it's not just one.
Okay. What else? Nothing else. Right?
Um,
That's it. Thanks.
it should work now.
That should be good now.
All right, so let's see what else to show you today.
Much better.
Can you put
So I'm going to show you, I would like us to do a couple more examples, one with node list and one with node value. And node value is one of the things you need to know for your homework.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So inside those square brackets, we put one number. Is it possible to put two numbers and have it work? I tried it. It didn't.
No, this is the index, so you can only have one number. It can be, in this case, it can be 0, 1, 2, or 3 if you have 4. Yeah. So
But you could duplicate that line and do 1 and 2. 1 is
Yeah.
now
Yeah,
cool,
you could do
2
that.
is blue, 3 is.
Absolutely. You can
So
do
what-
that because you have the entire list. Yeah.
My question says, say select all. I thought all over green.
It did select all, but then after you selected all, then you're narrowing your search by giving it the index, right?
But still, let me still select one.
No, it selected all. When you do line 10, you select all of them. And then you have to specify, well,
Which one?
which one of the list do you want? Well, I
Oh,
want
select all. If I
So it's going to
don't put the bracket number 2 in there,
be, so let's do it.
gonna be enough.
Do it.
Select nothing
So,
because I had it.
so we have a UL, and then the UL has 4 list items. Let's say ours has 4, right?
Yes.
And so when you use the query selector all,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to get you back this list.
Yes.
And then
That's what I
from here,
understand.
then you have to say, well, which one of these actually do you want? Do you want the one with index of 0, 1, 2, or 3?
Yes.
Because the list is represented, is associated with an index, right?
Okay.
And that's why we did that.
Let me see what.
Or you can just use the query selector
Oh, I see.
and then get to the
So
list item with a class and hot.
yes. Got it.
So now we know that if a DOM query returns more than one element as with the query selector all, we refer to it as the node list. So we actually just drew one. And then we have just done, again, you can use here, the second column was the one that shows you if you have a method that returns a list, then you can use by class name, by tag name, or the query selector all, and then you specify which element on the list by the index. And I think everyone seems to be clear on this. Okay, so we're checking here if how many items are there in the node list. Otherwise, you're just spinning your wheels inside, so you don't need to go inside this item. So let's go ahead and do an example with the node value. See what the node value is all about. And the node value is what sits inside the node, right? As we mentioned, when you get to the node with one of these methods we've been using, you actually get the reference to the node, and then you need to use a method called node value to actually get to what is inside it. And this is the example I would like us to do next. So we can reuse the HTML again, which is convenient. So grab one of your existing HTML files, please. Just 1 second here. Where are my files?
Just you gotta do one.
How about this one? Okay. And name it, save as nodevalue.html.
Yes.
Node-value.html. And everything here should be the same except for the JavaScript. So new, this will be our last example. I don't know if we can finish this.
You can.
So doc type, sorry, this is the JavaScript file. And save as node-value.js. And then we're going to have a var item2 is equal to document.getElementById of 2. So remember that our elements have classes and IDs. So using the ID here, and then we're going to say var el_text is equal to item2 dot first child dot node value. All right. So other comment. For the first line, what we're doing is we're getting the second list item. And then, as I mentioned, this is a reference to the node. So to actually get the content, we're using the node value. And we'll say get its text content. And then el text. So the text is the text has the node value, and now we're going to say el text is equal to el text dot replace. And you can guess what this method does. Find nuts, comma kale. So it takes 2 arguments. It takes the first, what are we replacing, and what are we replacing it with. So we're replacing find nuts with kale in the HTML.
Okay, sensitive.
It is all case sensitive. And then item 2 is going dot first child dot node value is going to equal to el text. And this means update the list item. Let me see this. I was rushing through this. Oh, we need to add the JavaScript file here. See if we can get this working before we go, and then we can talk about it next time. Is it working for anyone?
Yes, I got it.
Great.
We no longer have, I know, stay from us.
So these are, consider your homework and consider that these are the first child and the node value or two of the methods you need to use. My example is
Do tomorrow, Friday.
is due next Monday. I changed it. I don't really, I think we're out of time, but next time when we meet, so this is not replacing it
So what you
properly.
got? Just all red and orangey, nothing else?
So we're not changing the CSS,
Uh-huh.
right? So let's take a look before you guys go. All right, usually, so as you can see now, the fine maps were replaced with
Oh,
care.
okay,
So
got it.
that was a change.
Okay.
And next time when we start the class, let's start to discussion about how do we make this happen.
Why did I put these?
So save your code
That's mine said too, but
and we'll start
it
with
didn't help.
an explanation of this unless, I imagine there will be some questions, but I think we're out of time, so I'll see you on Wednesday. We'll continue from there. Thank you. Thanks. Okay.